Hi, welcome to today's practice. I'm so happy you decided to take this. This is going to be a multi-level vinyasa inspired flow, so I hope you're going to build up some heat, but also manage to release any tension that might have been built up throughout the day. So, without further ado, we're going to begin at the backs of the mat in a nice, comfortable seat on our heels. So, before we even begin, I want you to really begin to feel your body in space. Adjust so that you feel very nicely stable and comfortable. Maybe roll your shoulders back a few times and then to the front. Really work for the spine as well. And then take a deep inhale and an audible exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale. And when you exhale, feel the core sucking in towards the spine. Beautiful. Now work towards keeping your spine nice and straight, as if somebody was pulling you through the crown of the head, while you're also grounding heavily on the ground. Place your palms on the lap and arrive on your mat. Breathing in your own rhythm. Really making sure you're not arching the back too much or sagging. Really nice and controlled and straight here. And then from here, let's inhale, open the arms to a T shape. And exhale, begin the practice with a self-hug. I always like to begin this way so that I can feel the love, and I know I'm going to be building up a lot of energy, so I want to conserve this. And then exhale, slowly release the palms down. And if you want to make an intention, bring the palms to your heart. And now is the time to make that intention. From here, release the palms down towards the sides. And take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale also through the nose if you can. And two more times, still tickling the ground. Inhale. And exhale. One last time, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. On the next inhale, let's walk out our hands to a tabletop. Nice and strong here. Make sure you're pushing the ground away, actively pressing tops of the feet. Arms are really nice and strong, and the fingers and wrists are pressing the ground while your core is nice and tucked in. From here, begin to take circles over the wrists. Beautiful. Warming up into those wrists so that we don't feel too much pressure while we're flowing. Reverse the circles. And if you keep your core engaged, you're probably going to be able to tap the floor with the hands. You can make fists, maybe face the fingers towards each other, perhaps even facing them towards the knees. Whatever feels nice and stable here. Really sucking into this core. Multifunctional warm-up. Beautiful. Pause at the center. And from here, send your hips back while you're tilting the back, as if you are just going to kiss the heels and the hips. And then inhale, roll your spine like a wave all the way forward. Hips are coming low, but not all the way to the ground. And exhale, hips lead the way. Gaze towards the fingers. Inhale, roll your spine, look towards the knees or the navel. And exhale, let the hips lead the way. 3 more times. Inhale, forward. Maybe you want to walk out the hands after the exhale, just a bit more forward. Inhaling and really getting the hips even closer to the ground. And exhale, elongate through the crown of the head and the whole spine. Inhale one last time. On the last one, exhale, begin to lower the hips fully to the ground, bending into the elbows and keeping them pressing against the body. Lower down all the way. Forehead kisses the ground. Inhale, bring the palms outside of the mat and onto the fingertips. And see if you could lift your upper chest. Not too much in the very beginning. And then exhale, lower down. Feet are actually pointed and maybe the pinky toes could touch the ground. Inhale again, lift up. Exhale, slowly lower down. One last time. Inhale, lift up. Hold here 3 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Really nice and strong. Final exhale brings your forehead down. And then from here, bring the palms towards your chest. And let's do the tiny baby cobras without the palms outside. So inhale, lift up and wrinkle the neck. So try to avoid doing this. Rather gaze in front of you. Exhale, forehead to the ground. Notice how different that feels in your body. Exhale. And on the last one, see if you could lift the fingers. Inhale and stay here for 3, 2, and last one, let it go. Extend the arms towards the T and lift the left foot, bend the knee, and begin to sway towards the right fingers. You don't have to touch them, just come close. And then reverse back to center, straighten the leg. This time, inhale, lift the right foot off the ground, bend the knee, begin to open the hip, and roll towards the opposite side. Beautiful. One last time, come through center. Lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, and take a twist. Open the knee to the sky if you want. And final one, inhale, lift the leg, bend the knee, open the hip, and take a twist. Beautiful. Exhale brings you back to center. Hands underneath the shoulders, actually close to the ribs. And from here, push yourself back up into up dog. In upward facing dog, make sure that both feet are really pressing the ground and the arms as well, but you're trying to avoid this, all right? Shoulders are away from the ears. Strong core. Exhale, send the hips up into downward facing dog. Good job. Now this is the first dog of the day, so you may want to walk out the dog, pressing one heel at a time, really allowing your body to feel this movement. Now, try to avoid bringing too much weight to your hands and sending your hips then up. Rather, make sure that you're distributing the weight evenly and really feeling as if your belly was pulling closer to the thighs. Keep a slight bend in the knees if you need to. And then really keeping the shoulders away and open from the ears. Beautiful. Stay here. 3 last breaths. 2 last breaths. And 1 last breath. Nice. Next inhale, let's look towards the front. Step the right foot, left foot follows. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink your hips low and bring yourself onto the tippy toes. Give yourself a second self-hug of the day, or at least of the class. And then extend the arms forward. Exhale, sink your hips low, sit-bones touch the ground, and extend the feet just at least 2 feet in front of you. Now inhale, open the chest, really nice and tall for the collarbones. Exhale, begin to lean back, and you can use your hands for support on the ground or on the thighs. And when you're ready, lift both legs. If you want more, extend the arms towards the sides and find your Navasana boat pose. Stay here for 3 breaths. Option 1, on the ground, behind the thighs. Option 2, arms extended, knees bent. Option 3, extend the legs, extend the arms, and stay here, really nice and shaky. But I'm just gonna stay here. 1 last breath. Slowly release towards, by keeping the core nice and strong, release all the way down towards low boat. And hold here 3 more breaths. Feet are close to the ground, really nice and strong. Core is energized and glued towards the ground. Exhale, knee to chest, tiny ball. Beautiful. And release. Allow the feet to stay closed, knees to sway from side to side. Open them to each side. Soles of the feet are together. And from here, just allow your body to feel your breath. You can place one hand on the belly, second hand on your chest and the heart area. And feel your hands filling as if this was a balloon, and then letting out the air. 2 more times. Inhale. Audible exhale through the mouth. Good job. One last time. Inhale. Release the hands and use them as support to close your knees. From here, bring them closer to your chest, and we're going to roll front and back so that we can find a jump through to a plank pose. Start here and lift up to this boat, and when you roll down, begin to curve the spine so that you don't break anything and you don't feel anything hurting. The more you curl, the easier it gets. On the last one, cross the ankles, find the ground with both hands, and step back into plank. Good job. Stay here really nice and active. Power through. Make sure you're avoiding sending the hips up or sagging them down. Really nice and strong here. Exhale, lower towards elbow plank. Stay here. Adjust the stand. And then rolling plank. So we're going to first cross the left elbow and stay on the left arm. Really sending the hips as high as you can. Nice and strong. Right arm crosses, roll over. Avoid falling out of it. Pull up the hip. Exhale 6 times all together. So only 4 more. 3 more. You got this. 2 more. Really nice and strong for the core. Good job. 2 more times. Keep your hips low. Last time. Pull up the right hip. Stay here. Then bring the right hand, left hand back to ground and stay in high plank. Good job. From here, begin to send the hips back all the way towards down dog. And from here, inhale, way forward, just like we did in the beginning. Then slowly bend the knees slightly above the ground and send the hips up. Waving the spine into a plank. Inhale, open the upper chest. Exhale, send the hips up by bending the knees. One last time like that. Inhale. Knees to the ground and exhale, send the hips up. Beautiful. Stay here for a moment. Good. And then inhale, look towards the front. Step the right foot forward. Left foot crosses behind. And let's take an inhale, hands to heart. Slowly stay here. And then on exhale, release forward. Now you can stay here and really feel the extension of the backs of the legs, or use a block as support to stabilize. If you feel okay, keep the hands at the heart, but you could also grab the ground or the block. Nice. Stay. And then slowly release the hands to the ground if you can, and begin to untie. So we're going to take a full circle, 360. So that this time, the left foot is in front and right foot is behind. Inhale 1 more time, suck the belly in, hands at the heart. Exhale, release 1 more time. Again, stay here, feel the extension along the right side of the back leg, or actually back legs of the right one. Inhale. Exhale, pull the chest closer to the thighs, but also feel the extension along the legs, backs of the legs, mostly the right one. Gaze down and keep the straight spine. Nice. And then use your hands to support yourself so that you can find yourself standing back right in the center. Big toes touch, bend the knees slightly, and one vertebra at a time, we're gonna roll all the way up. Inhale, slight arch back of the top of the chest also. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Release to Samastitihi. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, open your arms like wings. Slowly fall down, then send the hips low. Tickle the ground and find chair pose. Good. Commit to bending the knees even more and avoid sending your hips back. Rather, tuck the pelvis in. Arms are really nice and powerful. Rotate the pinkies in so you can be strong and open here. And then exhale, straighten the legs, hands through heart, and fall down. Just like a second ago with legs in an X. Inhale, upward. Inhale, look towards the front. Exhale, either step back or jump to plank and then chaturanga. Upward facing dog, only tops of the feet and the palms touching. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here. Resettle. Now is the time for rest. If this is not a resting pose, I understand. You can always come back to child's pose. And I suggest you always make this your resting pose if this is more comfortable. I really, really love child's pose. Just one last breath. And then from here, bring the big toes to touch. And just like we did the waving of the spine, you can continue doing that by inhaling, really opening the shoulder blades. And then staying almost like in a plank, exhaling, bending the knees and sending the hips up 3 times. Or you can work towards keeping the legs straight and just rolling the upper spine. Really do what feels good to you. Maybe adjust the stand. Nice. And then find your down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the left leg up just for a moment. Exhale, step forward, right foot behind the left one. Let's repeat this. Inhale, hands to your heart. Exhale, lower down. Good, stay here. Now you can stay here and use the block even, or if you want more, begin to walk the hands towards the left side and feel an even stronger extension on the right leg. Stay, and then slowly walk again 360, so full circle. This time right leg is going to be in front. Good, good, good. Try not to lose balance. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, release your body down. One more time, either hands on the ground, maybe the block, or maybe even 2 blocks. Just really work towards keeping the straight spine. Or if you feel that this is maybe not enough and you want more, begin to walk the hands towards the right side, feeling a deeper extension along the back of the left leg. Right leg could bend a bit, but try to keep the left one straight. Allow the neck to be loose. And then slowly begin to walk the hands towards the center. Unhook the feet. Again, big toes touch. And this time, let's roll 1 vertebra at a time, all the way up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, open the arms towards wings, and allow the body to fall down. Tickle the ground and open like a cat. Inhaling, and then exhale, just like you were rolling the spine before. Inhale, open. Exhale, allow the body to fall towards the ground. One last time. Inhale, really strongly gripping for the feet. Exhale, fully roll. Separate the feet hip-width distance apart, hook the elbows, and sway your body. You can keep a slight bend in the knees if that helps. Or work towards extending one knee at a time. Really doing what feels best to your body. If you want, you could also hang heavier by placing the hands behind the neck, or whatever is good to you now. Really, really nice. From here, bring the palms towards the ground. Toe heel your feet together so that again the big toes touch. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, curl and bring your body to the tippy toes again. Inhale, arms over you, or rather in front of you. Exhale, see if you could open like wings, really working the balance. Work towards making the thighs come parallel to the ground. Oops. And then exhale, close the arms. Inhale, open, really nice and strong. If you fall out, just come back. It's okay. Exhale, find your focus. Inhale, open the upper chest. Exhale, make a tiny little ball of yourself. One last breath here. Bring the heels even higher if you can. Slowly release them down. Extend the arms forward and take a seat. Beautiful. From here, grab your soles of the feet together and use your fingers to support your spine so that you can elongate. And then on exhale, hinge forward just a tiny bit. Stay here and really work towards not curving the spine, but rather elongating up, okay? Actively lengthening the inner thighs and working our mind so that we feel, okay, I'm here, I can feel the stretch. So option 1, stay here. Option 2, begin to walk your hands forward and maybe even reaching the forearms to the ground, but wherever you are. Honestly, I know I'm not gonna reach the forearms. It's not a big deal. Stay here. And as a challenge, take 3 inhales, and on every exhale with an inhale, try to see if you can go a bit deeper. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping the straight spine as much as you can, even if it means you're moving just a millimeter. That's normal. It's not a problem at all. Inhale and exhale, as long as you don't curve the spine. As today we're working on a wave and then elongation. One last breath here. And then inhale sends you back to center. Close your knees together and release the feet in front of you. From here, let's take an inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, roll the spine, just like cat-cows but seated. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, roll the spine. One last time. Inhale, puff up. Exhale, roll the spine all the way down. Release the hands. Come fully to the ground. Release. Final Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Feel how much more opening you can have and how much more space you feel in the inner thighs. One more time, you can place one hand on the belly, another hand on the chest, and keep breathing into the palms, or just keep them alongside body. Whatever floats your boat. Just 2 last breaths. Maybe slightly close down your eyes. And one last breath. Next, I invite you to stay in Shavasana by extending each leg and really feeling deeply glued towards the ground. Maybe adjusting the neck a bit so that the chin is just a bit closer to the chest and you feel really grounded. Taking a deep inhale and a long audible exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. One last time. Inhale. And let it go. And you can stay in Shavasana for however long you want. Maybe at least 5 to 7 minutes. But if you do not have that time, then you can begin to roll towards your favorite side by slowly bending one knee and then rolling to support yourself with the extended arm. And when you're ready, use the palm that is on the ground to actively rise up. Cross your legs in front of you. And take a big inhale, open arms towards the T shape. Exhale, finish off with self-hug. Thanking yourself for taking the time to practice maybe weird variations of poses that you weren't accustomed to, or rolling 360, but really feeling grateful for showing up and sticking through. And I hope this practice has served you well, and that you're going to be coming back to it to explore every little bit and piece of it. From here, I really want to thank you and invite you again for my future practices. See you next time.